most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
We're
therapist.
the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Today
Bob.
we're going to talk about plantar fasciitis. It's not improving. Very common scenario, by the way.
Sure.
Here's help. We got an 88% improvement with just one self-treatment method.
And we're going to show you, plus we're going to show you 3 additional pearls that'll help accelerate it as well.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com, where we're always doing a giveaway. It's just not starting today. You got to go wait
tomorrow.
till tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes.
It's only 24 hours.
Yeah. You go there, you'll go to the giveaway section. You can also find the giveaway at Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page.
That's right.
Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok for a 60-second version of our program. Let's go to work, Brad.
Nice work, Bob. Thank you so much. Bob, I was, looking about this plantar fasciitis. Like you said, we know they see the therapist after they've had it for a long time.
Right.
It's not getting any better. And then they, come to us for help. So what is really working out there? So I went to the studies and I found this study and it was very interesting. They took 37 patients.
Gotcha.
And a number of them had both feet had plantar fasciitis.
So that's why it's 52 feet.
Yeah, 52 feet.
The math didn't really work,
right.
but now I understand.
37 patients.
52 feet.
And the average length of time that they were experiencing foot pain was 33, almost 33 and a half months.
Think about that.
So it's chronic.
Almost 3 years of pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going on for a long time.
And that's the average.
Right. And
Okay.
that's the average. So what they did is they just wanted to do one treatment that both you and I think, well, this is a really good idea. It makes sense. We've had success with it, with patients, and your wife had
My
success
wife
with
had
it.
success with it.
And it happens to be a night splint.
Yes.
Wearing it at night. Now, what they did is they had all of these people wear night splints for 4 weeks, and they cut all other treatments out. Nothing, no stretching, no exercises, no ibuprofen. It was a very comprehensive study.
Well done.
Yeah, well done study. I got the name of it on there somewhere, but by Ankle and Foot International, January 1st, 1998's older study.
And it was called The Effective Treatment of Chronic Plantar Fasciitis with Dorsiflexion Night Splint.
Very good. Okay, so 4 weeks, nothing else but the night splint. They had to wear it every night, all night long. After the 4 weeks, 88% improvement.
Wow.
And the 80% it was subjective. 80% of them said, yeah, it feels better as a result of awareness. And there was also 2 objective measurements that they did, and both of those showed significant improvement. One was, where you had gone to school.
The Mayo Clinical Scoring System.
Right, exactly.
Not familiar with it, but I'm sure it's a standardized scoring so they can figure out whether it really got better.
Right, it wasn't just a psychological effect of it.
And in my wife's case, by the way, she had 2 bouts of plantar fasciitis, and the first time the massage seemed to help. The second time we're doing massage, we're doing all the things. It's just not getting better. We do the splint, boom, it got better.
In one night?
Well, it got better rapidly, within 1 week.
Sure.
I mean, so I was surprised at that. But that's one person again.
Now, we both have prescribed this to patients. First of all, you have to, get a night splint or figure out some way to use one. But the common complaint between Bob and I both experiences, it's not comfortable and you take it off or you don't wear it daily.
You don't wear it
nightly.
consistently.
You're right. You have to wear it. Obviously, the study went for 4 weeks, 28 days. That's a long time. But once you figure out a way to wear the night splint comfortably and you can wear it every night and you get used to it, you're going to have success.
One of the problems is there's so many different types and sizes and body types.
Right.
What you'll see is the number one complaint is that it doesn't fit well.
Right.
And the one my wife had, it was really pretty decent, and they're no longer making it. Oh. And now you've got one that you kind of like.
Right.
Right.
I got this from a patient. He wasn't a patient of mine, but a person who had it. He said, this one is called, this is just something we're not
endorsing this by any means, because you look at the reviews yourself,
right,
and figure out which one you think might work for you.
Right. Another complaint is getting up in the middle of the night if you have to use the restroom.
Right.
Difficult to walk on. We're to the point where some of them.
Almost would fall, I bet.
Right now, this is not an AFO made for sleeping, but the concept is some of them will have a firm, rigid
Right.
back, which goes around on the bottom, and that can make it very difficult to walk on,
Yes.
especially if they don't have rubber grippies on
Right.
the bottom. One thing I do want to make clear is in this study, the dorsiflexion that they did for the person, you might have to move.
Show what
Bob.
the dorsiflexion is, Brad, by the way.
So the reason you wear a night splint, by the way, because you might be wondering,
Right.
what's the big deal? The tissue of the plantar fascia is the bottom of the foot to the heel, and it actually, not directly, but indirectly, is connected to the calf muscle.
Mhm.
And when you sleep with your foot pointed down, which I think everybody does,
Right.
those tissues start to heal and they tighten up a little bit over the night. And then when you get up and you put weight on it, it stretches that partially healed tissues and it rips them apart
It
again.
re-tears it.
And that painful, if you get those symptoms when you get up and say, oh, it hurts, and then it improves after you walk for a while, you're a really good candidate
Yeah.
for one of these night splints.
You're going through this cycle of every night, basically.
Right.
You're healing, tearing.
Right.
Healing, tearing.
So what we're going to do is put a night splint, and at 90 degrees is where your foot, or neutral is where your foot is at 90 degrees, like here. This would be plantar flexed. Dorsiflexion is pulling it up. Now they said 5 degrees, which isn't too much, into dorsiflexion. So if you're getting close to the 90 degrees, I would say you're going to get good benefits.
You've got to go by comfort because you won't be able to
Exactly.
sleep if it's, I mean, you might have to start here even, Brad.
Exactly.
And work
right.
your way up to that because you know, you got to sleep and you won't be compliant
Right.
if it is not comfortable.
Right. So with that in mind, let's go back to this, and you'll see, I thought this really it looks like a good idea because it also pulls the great toe up, which we know from recent studies and experience.
That seems to help too.
That's a critical part of having progress. So actually, I don't have plantar fasciitis, but I said, I'm going to sleep with this thing. So I did.
Sure.
I put it on. It fits nice. The other thing about it, it has a compression type stocking, and you can easily walk around on this. I don't have any problem at all walking on it.
Sure.
So that part was good. The compression stocking, if there happens to be swelling in the foot from the problem, it's going to help with circulation a little bit. Just a minor thing. So you put it on, and it's all Velcro. It works out nice. There's a strap that goes around just below the knee in that area right there where a lot of braces do use for a support area. And you put this on, and there's a little thing in here, support. It's a little rigid plate. And that's the reason for that is to help get that toe extension that
Sure.
can be real critical. And you can adjust it. You know, if that's you're going to get up to that 90 degrees, which for me, it's like, oh, that's a little tight. So I went to bed. I slept with it for a little bit. I woke up, it's a little tight. So I just did that.
That's nice about this one. It's pretty easy to adjust.
It is.
But again, I'm going to guarantee you that there's people that aren't going to like this. It's just there's always something about each one.
Right.
This is the Pro Stretch Night Sock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying this is the one, but I'm just
Right.
pointing out the good points about it.
Right.
With me, about 4 o'clock in the morning, everything was very comfortable. I forgot I was wearing it, with the exception of my toes, right where my toenails touched the skin of my foot, because this was pushing into it.
Oh, sure.
It was irritating right at that point of the skin, and I couldn't sleep anymore, so I had to take it off. But I think if I hadn't cut my toenails, cut them really short like some people do, I have a tendency to cut them too short. I don't think I would have had that problem. The point is you're going to need to get a night brace that fits and works well. And you may have to adjust it and work with it for a few nights in a row to find out, or just get used to it, so that you can
may have to
sleep with
build
it.
up to it too, to make it through the whole night. Maybe you do what you do, go so far, take it off. Next night, see if you can go longer.
Right. Again, we're talking about a chronic problem that's been with you
Yeah.
for months, and you don't want to have the
you're
laser
motivated.
surgery, or you can't afford it. You're working on getting it better conservatively. I think it's a good option. Now, also, before you even get out of bed, you can do some exercises
Yeah, I'll
And
show
Bob's
you.
going
Right
to
here.
show those
So
exercises.
these are the ones that you all should be doing anyway. So you can actually see the plantar fascia on me here. So I'm going to grab my toes. I'm grabbing all the toes, and I'm dorsiflexing the ankle. So I'm bringing the ankle like this,
There you go.
like that, and I'm grabbing the toes. So I'm stretching everything at the same time
Right.
before I even get out of bed.
You're not going to get real aggressive on this if it hurts. You're going to be gentle with it and just stretch it as tolerated.
So that's, you can do a good 30-second stretch,
Yep.
and maybe a couple times. But then also in addition to that, you can go ahead and do some massage on this area.
right.
And so you can take your two fingers, thumbs I should say, and just do circular massages. This is often the painful spot.
Yep, exactly.
I often work around that. You probably maybe can't massage on that spot. It's too painful.
Yep.
But massage like this and get the band, that plantar fasciitis band, ready for the day.
Right.
Before you even
Yep.
get out of it. Then
Yep.
you can also do splaying, where you actually pull your thumbs apart like
Yep.
this. Oh my God. Really feel that one.
I think it feels pretty good.
Yeah, it feels good. It hurts so good.
Yeah. Yep.
So circular and pulling the thumbs apart like this.
And you'll do that. Your thumbs will get tired within a minute or two, and then you're done.
And then the final thing you do, what, Brad? You actually put your shoe on before you get out of bed. Don't
Right.
walk, or if you have a good slippers with good arch support,
Yeah.
throw those on before you get out of bed or go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You're
So,
gonna
so
show
avoid that barefoot walking.
You're going to show a cold roller too, Brad?
Yeah. Let's say you've been working all day and you've irritated your foot a little bit, and you want to cool it down. If you just take like this, we got a bottle of water, fill it up or empty it or whatever. So you've got an air gap about 3/4 full or a little bit more. Throw it in your freezer, turn it into an ice bottle. Okay, you have to have the air gap so it doesn't pop off with the expansion of the ice. So you got your frozen water bottle there, and then you can just work it back and forth like that. And it gives you a massage, some mechanical benefits, and the cold, the cryotherapy is going to help with that foot that's been working so hard all day. So after you've worked it for 5 minutes or so, and it's starting to feel cold and numb and better, then take that and then drink the water.
Yeah.
No, don't drink the water. Put it back in the freezer. Prepare for another day where
It's nice you could even do at work. You could keep it under your desk.
There you go, Bob. That's a
because
good point.
a lot of times, anytime you sit for a while, it tightens back up.
Right.
So
exactly.
you want to loosen it before you get
Right.
out of even off the desk, out of the desk.
Right. So, I know we got the 80% or 88% improvement, but you do have to stick with the plan. It's not always simple, but it's proven to be quite effective. It's just a matter of deciding you're going to do it.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Good luck.